everyone, I'm Trevor and you're watching SoCal Disney Dad. Today we are at Seaport Village here in downtown San Diego, and we're gonna go around, look at the different shops, possibly grab something to eat here, and we're so excited. We haven't been back here in a year, so come along this adventure with us and let's get going. Today we are going to Seaport Village, and we actually parked in the parking lot for the USS Midway. Some point in the future, we will actually go onto the USS Midway, but right now some of the indoor areas are closed off because of too tight quarters. Maybe that will change in the near future, and we'll be happy to go back there again. If you did not know what the USS Midway is, it is an aircraft carrier that is decommissioned and turned into a museum. So you can go through this big, huge aircraft carrier, you can get up on the flight deck, they've got a whole bunch of planes up there, you can go through the living quarters where people would be on the boat, you can go through their cafe, you know, where they would eat and where they would sleep and where they would work and all that cool stuff. I've been in there before. It's really, really awesome. Definitely should come check it out if you're in San Diego. Got a ferry coming in from Ferry Landing over at Coronado. So I'm told by insider information that this big flagship boat is the large one. They only run on the weekends. They do have a smaller ferry, and it is that one right over there, the Cabrillo, that they run all the time. I've been on the Cabrillo, never on the bigger boat. Now we're a little closer to the Midway. You can see just how big this thing really is. You would go up these steps to be able to go in there. Like I said, highly recommend that you come in and check out the Midway. Once we get to the end of the road here, we turn right to head towards Seaport Village. And you can see that they've got a bunch of street vendors, and we've got some music up here. And so they've got things to look at, things to do down here. There's a cute little park area to walk through. I see some people over there picnicking as well. And so this is a really, really great area just to come down and go for a walk. Of course, on the way to Seaport Village as well, we'll come across a lot of these different little monuments. You can check those out, some historical significance here on the walk to Seaport Village. Of course, one of the most famous monuments down here in San Diego is that image of the sailor kissing his girl. Also, obviously, lots of people walking right through here, but that's right next to the Midway. Another monument over here off to the left, the USS San Diego. Hundreds of thousands of sailors went to sea and fought in World War II. World War II monument. So check out the different metal arts that are on these poles coming in here to Seaport Village. They've got some interesting things going on here. I don't know what that is. It's like a stick.
With arrows.
It actually kind of reminds me of like a Harry Potter wand with a bunch of feathers sticking out of it.
I don't know.
Taproot and Growth by Christopher Lee. Now we're approaching another one of these things. This kind of looks like a Picasso artwork here with a birdhouse on top. A toucan up there. A different but loving pair, Cecilia Stanford. I don't know.
Yeah, but I was talking about San Diego.
Oh, well, maybe they'll do this.
As we come into Seaport Village, we are on the outer edge at the moment, and so you can see that there is a few dining locations here, and then we're right up against the water. The bulk of Seaport Village is going to be on the inside, looking around those shops, and we'll get to there in just a minute. There are a variety of shops that you can come to down here. I know that there's like a dog shop, there's like a sports shop, there's a tumbler shop where you can get drinks and cups and things. If it's still here, they have a color changing shop called Del Sol, where all the shirts are white, but when you go out in the sunlight, they brighten up and they have colors. Del Sol not only has like shirts, but they've got nail polish and different things like that. So a lot of really, really neat stuff here. One of my favorite places to come to in Seaport Village is Ben & Jerry's. I gotta get some ice cream. That would be super, super great if we do that today. I'm actually kind of disappointed. A really popular thing to do here in Seaport Village is fly kites, and they would be over there on that island, and I don't see any kites in the sky. Usually this island is filled with with tons of people flying their kites. So that's really kind of disappointing and sad. They've got these little treat stands for souvenirs all over the place. There's one right here, and there's another one right over there. Of course, there's different shops in each of these places right here. They even have, it looks like a little beach area right here with some chairs and some umbrellas that you can sit in and relax and enjoy. We've got a water fountain. They're really in here, once we get into the bulk of Seaport Village, it is a really cute little shopping district for sure.
Find a small treasure and gain great wisdom.
So they've got this fortune teller Blackbeard thing here outside of the Captain's Cove, which is like a pirate nautical type store. So that's really neat. And over across the way, there is a Christmas shop. Personalized ornaments. You can go in there, and they've got Santa out here year round. You can get San Diego Christmas ornaments. And they've got different shirt shops throughout here. So there's Crazy Shirt and Alamo flags. They even have magnets coming in here to Magnuts. But before we go in there, let's just walk down here. And this is one of the center areas here that you can come in and see all the different things that are available here. Windsong has bells and chimes and mobiles. American Heroes has army gear. It's a jungle inside. Has different animal-related things. Safari animal collection. But you can see here's a sports store. If you're coming in here looking for all sorts of sports gear.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And yeah, you can check it out. And then over here, they have socks. Even a sock shop. How amazing is that? A shop totally dedicated to just socks. So we're gonna go in this Magnuts store now and check out all the different things that they've got in here. Wow. Look at all these magnets. California, San Diego. I actually recognize that one right there. I think I have that one.
I think we do have that one.
But
I do.
look at all the magnets in here. They even have, they got like Seaport Village ones, and oh, there's that classic statue that I mentioned a little earlier. Oh, very nice for the San Diego Zoo. Looks like, and SeaWorld, you got the orca for SeaWorld. That is a great magnet. Let's go in the Christmas store now and see what we can see in here.
Are you getting towards over there now? A little bit more? No?
Oh, check this out. Little sand dollar ornaments. So all these ornaments have San Diego on them. So if you want to come and get something to remember your trip, they've got, you know, San Diego specific ornaments. They were even dated. You can get them personalized as well. Of course, they have non-San Diego ornaments in here too, if you'd rather just get an ornament in general. You can have a look at all these dog ornaments. Check that out. You can get your dog's name put straight on the bone. How neat is that? Another place worth checking out here in Seaport Village is Hot Licks, which is a place for all things hot sauce. Check out all these different selections. Totally, totally awesome. If you are big into spicy sauces, this is going to be the place for you. They even have spicy seasonings and spicy powders and that sort of thing. So, really, really great store. Definitely come check it out. I think they even let you sample some things as well. We'd be here all day if I went into every single shop and toured absolutely everything and took my time and did each shop justice. So if you feel like we're going in some of these shops and we're just looking around very briefly and coming back out, that's why there are like 100 shops here, all uniquely themed, and it's a really great place to come, especially if you're into shopping. I'm just showing you some of the more interesting places, at least to me. There is an American pop culture place that I want to check out here too. It's one of my favorites here in Seaport Village. All right, awesome. Somebody's flying a kite now. In fact, 2 people are flying kites now. I'm so happy. I love seeing kites. Usually you can see a lot more than just 2, but Seeing any kites flying over here just makes me happy. One of my favorite little displays down here at Seaport Village is this guy that stacks rocks. He balances them, and they're really neat. So that building straight ahead with the little crenulated roof there, that would have been where the Del Sol building was, but it's not there anymore. Del Sol was the place that I was talking about, has the color changing gear, and that's really sad to see that that store is not there anymore, because that's one of the most unique stores here in Seaport Village, and it's gone now.
And the candy store is gone too.
Apparently there used to be candy in here, Amy says, and the candy store is missing, although there's like fish signs on the... Well, it became a fish market. Is the Tervis Tumbler store still open over here? Or did it become Ben & Jerry's?
No, I think it became Ben & Jerry's.
Huh. Because this gray building straight ahead used to be a Tervis Tumbler store. And now it's a Ben & Jerry's ice cream. We are going to head on into Island Fashion here, though. Island Fashion is probably going to have a lot of standard souvenir items that you'd look for. Some souvenir shirts. And Amy's found a sweatshirt that looks really, really nice on her. You should totally get that. How much is it? $30. Not bad. Let's check out some of the other items in here, just so you can have a quick view. Lots and lots of San Diego merch. I actually really like this shirt, but again, it is long sleeve. Why is every shirt that I want either kids or long sleeve? Seaport Village does have its own parking lot, which is the parking lot that you are staring at right here. But if you don't buy anything, then it is really expensive. I don't know what it costs particularly, but the $10 that we paid to park at the Midway is cheaper than what it would have been to come here and not buy anything. Now, you can get validation, and that'll make it more affordable. I don't think it makes it free, but maybe it does. I haven't really looked into the details of Seaport Village parking in a while. Here's a beautiful looking building right here. The Kids, the Bay Company, gifts, souvenirs, and clothing. That's like a Victorian ocean beach sort of bell tower. Here's a map of the entirety of Seaport Village. You can see where we are based on the little icon right there. We've just come from over this area. Now we're heading back over into the main district aspect here of Seaport Village. But as you can see, lots and lots of shops. I count in total 75 different locations that are marked on this map. So that is a lot to see and do here at Seaport Village. And here we are. We found a toy store in Geppetto's. So we're gonna go in, see what type of toys we got in here. Is that like one of those things that you try to squeeze and then, oh no, I think that's like almost like a slime type toy, because they got it right next to the Play-Doh. Oh, kinetic sand. I love kinetic sand. It's one of my favorite things. It's so cool. Do-it-yourself miniature house. Those are really neat. Never seen those things before. Oh, and that's what they look like. Check this out. It literally is like a miniature house. And there's even like a camera on there on the shelf. And I see a tiny Eiffel Tower. This is super cool. This is a really big store. At least very high roofed store anyway. I don't know how I almost missed these, but they've got tons of puzzles. We love puzzles.
Maybe a little less. 2,000 pieces.
2,000. What is that? Is that like chocolate? Chocolate and nuts.
You suppose it's edible?
Check this out. I'm so happy we found Del Sol. It just moved. As we're doing that, here's this little picturesque area. Isn't this gorgeous? Check this out. Absolutely amazing. Love it, love it, love it. I'm a sucker for gorgeous vistas like this. Here we go. Here's the Del Sol entrance. So they have these little stations where you can try things out, and they've got like a black light that puts UV light onto it so that you can see it light up. Let's do that. We can take this shirt and let's overlay it. And after you've let it soak up some of the sun's rays for a bit, we flip it over and voila, check that out. That shirt is really awesome. I like that. And this is how it started. But just add some sun, so if you were to go out and just wear this in the sunshine, it would turn. I love this store so much. And also, if you notice, look, that football went back to normal. We put it over here, and there we go. out in the sun, that's what the football looks like. They've got all sorts of color changing gear in here, from sunglasses to frisbees to necklaces. They've got shirts galore, but nail polish is a really, really big one.
Love it. Okay.
So this is purple. And now it's like pink. There's the purple that it was, and there's the pink that it changed to. How awesome is that? Right now I am headed to Cheesecake Factory, which is right outside of Seaport Village, because that's where we're gonna go for dinner, and I'm just going ahead to put our name down and reserve a spot. Cheesecake Factory is literally like a 2 to 3 minute walk from Seaport Village, maybe not even. It's not part of Seaport Village, but it's close enough that while you're there, you can come here. We decided to eat here at Samburgers. Samburgers is currently a takeout only as they're renovating their inside, but right there at that tent, you put your order in on this iPad, and then when it's ready, they'll give you your food and they'll bring it out. And then you come in here to this courtyard and you sit at one of the tables here. But right where we're sitting, check this out. There's this ginormous chair and James is sitting in it. You look like a little baby in that chair. Now you say, Trevor, I thought you guys were going to Cheesecake Factory for dinner. Yeah, that's what we thought too. Until I got up to the booth to put in our reservation, and it was an hour and 45-minute wait. Hour and 45 minutes for 7 people. It looked like they mostly had 4-seaters in there, and that was why. They had very few tables that could seat 7 people. And so unfortunately, we were not able to go to Cheesecake Factory, came back here and decided we'd try out Samburger. Here we go, this is the double-fisted burger. Does not come with fries, unfortunately. You can add fries for $5, but this is a really, really great looking burger. 2 patties, 2 pieces of cheese. I asked for no mayo or mustard or lettuce or tomato or pickle, so I took all that off. But there is onions on here and ketchup and cheese, just the way I like it. So this looks really, really good, and we'll let you know how it tastes. Go ahead and tell me what you thought.
Of the burger?
Yeah.
It was very, very good. Even the kid, like I shared part of James's kids burger, and even just for a basic kids meal burger, it was very juicy, not dry, wasn't small and pitiful, you know, like you might find at McDonald's or somewhere. So yeah, it was really good. These fries are really good as well, and the kids meals come with fries. The other thing is I don't even remember where I read the article, but I read an article about a week ago that was talking about the best burger places in San Diego, and this was listed in one of the top 10 burger places.
Very well deserved, I'd say, and wow, is that sounding straight in my face. But definitely Sammy's Burgers, or Samburgers, here in Seaport Village. Fantastic burger. As Amy said, super juicy, super cheesy. I ordered the sauteed onions on top in addition to the regular onions, and oh man, they were great. This is one of the best burgers I have ever had, and I can see why it was named one of the top burgers in San Diego. If you are looking for a burger, come here to Samburgers. Hands down, the best burger I have ever had. I don't know if I said it, but the reason why we're eating in the courtyard there was because the inside at Samburgers is currently under renovation. So once they get that renovation completed, we'll be able to go back to indoor dining. But outside or inside, it didn't matter. The food was phenomenal. I don't think I'll be able to stop praising Samburgers for quite some time. And the next time I come to Seaport Village, I know where I'm going. We came over to the Embarcadero Marina Park here, and there's tons of awesome stuff that you can see from here. Check it out. So over there, we've got a hornblower dinner cruise that is going. Amy and I really want to do one of those one of these days. As we continue panning around, we see the Coronado Bridge popping up over there. And then right here is a building that's under construction that we're going to talk about in just a second. We're going to keep spinning over, and there is the convention center. We have a marina up here. Some of the, is that the Marriott Hotel right there? So Amy was telling me about that building behind her. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about it?
So it's called the Rady Shell. I think it's sponsored by somebody Rady, and that's how it got its name. But it is going to be used with the San Diego Symphony, so it is a new music pavilion. It was supposed to open last summer, but obviously it didn't. So they are hoping to open in August, but it's an outdoor music theater. Here's a picture of what it looks like, because we're on the back side of it. But it looks like, from the water, it looks like a giant seashell in a sense.
Yeah. So this obviously isn't the way that you go in, because
there's water.
There's water right here. But we can just see it from over here. And Amy was like, oh, we got to go take a look at that. So we did. Not to mention, this is a really big, awesome park area. And here's our kids come running up. I mean, check this out. This is just a great place to come for a walk, to come throw a Frisbee.
I want to know if from this side, can you hear the music that's playing?
I doubt it.
I doubt it somehow, because
it's probably shaped in such a way so that all the music goes that way. Now it's time for the highlight of my evening. Going to some Ben and Jerry's. Oh yeah. Amy loves the Tonight Dough, which is right there, and it's got gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough and peanut butter cookie dough, along with caramel and chocolate ice cream and chocolate cookie swirl. That's the one on the right there. But here's a look at their other menu. So we just discovered here that there are 4 windows at Ben & Jerry's. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side as well. This is a very popular location. And this location over here, this is not the Ben & Jerry's by Samburgers. This is a Ben & Jerry's on the other side of Seaport Village, because it has more flavors at this location, correct?
Yeah.
So,
the other one
yeah. Looks like they also have shakes, sundaes, and smoothies here as well. Here's a complete and full list of flavors and their prices in the upper right-hand corner there. So what we have here is the Tonight Dough and the Netflix and Chilled. I think the Tonight Dough is what's underneath there, and then the Netflix and Chilled is on top. Netflix and Chilled is like a pretzel peanut butter type mix, and then you already saw what that Tonight Dough was, which is just a lot of like chocolate variety things in there. So that's what we've got. Okay, it doesn't look like a full 2 scoops, despite asking for 2 scoops. So I'm.
2 flavors in 1 scoop.
I asked for a double scoop, so I'm kind of disappointed in that. They gave me a small. James actually got more ice cream than I did, I think. It looks about the same size, and I ordered a double scoop, hoping to split with Amy. And now this is pretty much just a size for 1 person. So because that ice cream was only really for 1 person, I let Amy have it. And this is the mint cookie shake that I got in its place. And this looks really, really good. I'll let you know how it tastes. How was your Tonight Dough?
It's good. After I saw the flavors, I should have gone half-baked instead. But Tonight Dough is still really good, because it has, I think, like chocolate cookie pieces in it, and then it has big, like this big of pieces of cookie dough in it. So
big old gobs of cookie dough.
Yeah, big old gobs of cookie dough. So
well worth coming to Ben & Jerry's.
Yes. The only thing I wish Ben & Jerry's would bring back is free cone day, but I don't think that's happened in about 2 years now. So.
Oh, they haven't done that?
No.
On Ice Cream Day, usually that's National Ice Cream Day, right?
Usually they have their. I don't know if it's on the same day, but they usually have their own free cone day. And before the kids were ever in school, when they were really little, like my mom and I used to come down here on free cone day. Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna walk back to our car now, and I'm gonna have my shake while we walk. If I have one complaint, the straw is paper. I don't like paper straws. If you saw any of our Walt Disney World videos, we took metal straws into Walt Disney World. Best decision ever. We just need the thicker straw so that I can have it with a milkshake, because the regular metal straw I don't think is thick enough for a shake.
I don't know if you can get big metal straws, but I know you can get big silicone straws that we might, that are reusable, that we might have to get as well.
That'll have to be something that we think about. Not quite sunset yet, but you can still see pretty beautiful colors already, just based on what we can see. Up here, straight ahead, is one of the little actor type guys that are here at Seaport Village. They're these little pantomime statue type guys. I pulled the camera down too soon. but the little girl back up there reached up and poked his beard. It was kind of funny. I just saw this on the back of that monument that we saw when we were walking in. Is that the Midway? It has a 53 on it. I'm not sure. No, that's not the Midway because that's not an aircraft carrier, I don't think. I think that's a battleship. And then check out the ground. It's like a map. We've got islands, Marshall Islands, Iwo Jima. Yeah, this is a really, really nice monument. You're on Australia? Wow, that is Australia. Look at that. We found another monument. We're going down to that statue I was talking about earlier. We're gonna get a little closer to it in a minute. While we're walking down there, I did look up the name of that battleship, number 53 on the monument. It's the USS John Paul Jones. Check that out right there. We've got the sun just on the other side of the statue. This statue is Embracing Peace by Stuart Johnson. The sculpture depicts one of the most famous and iconic moments in the history of the United States, reflecting the joy of the American people upon learning World War II had ended. It is inspired by the spontaneous celebration in New York City's Times Square in August 1945. It is about 7:30 and we're just back at the parking lot. We're actually gonna keep walking because we want to show you the ship, the Star of India, correct? So we're gonna go down there. That's down here to take a look at. But in the meantime, we were just calculating everything out. Amy actually knew what it costs to park there at Seaport. $8 per hour if you don't buy anything.
$5 for the first 2 hours, and then $3 every 30 minutes after that if you buy something.
So we bought something, or my mom did, which means that it would have cost us, man, quick math, $14 to park there, which isn't bad, but $10 to park at the Midway.
And it's 12-hour parking.
Yeah, it's 12 hours, correct? Yeah, absolutely, 12 hours. Now, if we had not bought anything at Seaport, it would have cost us $24 to park at Seaport, so definitely would have been better at the Midway. We're walking by this boat here, and I just wanted to point it out. This is the Patriot speedboat, and you sit on those seats there, and they'll speed you around the bay. One of these days, this is something else I want to do. This would be really, really awesome. I mean, it's a speedboat. When it's cruising on the water, the front half of this boat is way in the air, and it's going fast, and I am so wanting to do that one of these days. These little kiosks right here, which is right next to where you would get on something like the Patriot boat, they tell you what the prices are. It is $89 per person to do the dinner cruise that we mentioned earlier while we were on the Embarcadero Marina Park area. And it is $32 per person to go on that Patriot speedboat. $32 is not a bad price for that speedboat. It was a 30-minute tour, I think. I think the reason why the dinner cruise is more is A, because it's dinner, but B, also because isn't it a 2-hour excursion?
No idea. And I don't know if the one we saw was that, or if that was that Sips and Sunset.
It could have been the Sips and Sunset, which is $44 a person, and it is 6 to 8 p.m. So it's a 2-hour cruise as well, but they just give you drinks. Now, we don't drink, so I'm not sure that would be the best thing for us, but one of these days we're going to do one of those. I can't wait for it. We'll see when it is. Hopefully by the end of summer, one of them. At least one of those 3 things. Check out this restroom. It's got letters all over it. I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to say though, but it's really unique. I'll give it that. Well, we didn't make it all the way down to the Star of India, but we did get pretty close. And that's that masts and the ship that you see right over there. Well, that is it for our time at Seaport Village, walking along the Embarcadero, checking out the Midway, going down to the statues and looking at all the monuments. I hope you had a blast coming along on this journey with us. If you want to see more videos like this of Southern California theme parks and attractions, mostly in San Diego, but we go up to Anaheim sometime as well, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you again next time.